I'm still not all the way good.
So, what is exactly troubling you, I guess?
Hey guys, and welcome to Little Black Book. You know what time it is. We are explaining why we feel that Paige is having to stick it out with Chris for the next 8 weeks. We give you a little lowdown from Soap Dirt with an article with Kate and Luke from season 9 or season 10. I can't remember exactly. But we're going to break down some things as we go along. So guys, if you're new to the channel and you want to know more about what we do, like, share, subscribe, and click on that bell button for notification of the uploads. And for those of you who are returnees, well, you got the minerals. You got the minerals. Alright, cool. Let's get into it. I'm going to do a little bit of a dramatic reading first, and then we go into the actual topic. And so I'm going to read from Soap Dirt, an article that was with Kate from season 9 or 10. I can't remember exactly. Alright, it says, Married at First Sight's Kate Sisk isn't a glutton for punishment and says she had to stay with Luke. Kate says that the threats kept her filming despite her desire to leave Luke. And so Kate Sisk is one of the wives that most fans feel really bad for. Luke Cocurillo, I think it's Cocurillo. Jesus have mercy. Continually gaslit her and tried to make her feel undesirable. And so Married at First Sight expert Dr. Jessica Griffin said that they couldn't make couples separate even if the relationship is bad. And despite how Dr. Jessica made it sound, Kate did want to leave her Married at First Sight husband, Luke. But there's a lot of money keeping her in the show, not money that she would earn, but money that she would lose. If Kate Sisk left the Luke, it seems. Whoa, there's English here. If Kate Sisk left the Luke Cucurullo, I'm gonna say Cucurullo. If Kate Sisk left Luke Cucurullo, it seems she may have been in breach of her contract and would owe the show £100,000, putting her into massive debt, so she had to continually experience the abuse from Luke. Ooh, the devil's in the details, they say. Kate Sisk from Married at First Sight in a now deleted post said she had a contract that said she would have to pay £100,000, or $100,000, sorry, I say, if she left early. And at the time of the show, she was just starting her new business and needed all the money she could get. Fans said it was terrible what she went through, and they'd always wondered why she stayed. Married at First Sight wife Kate Sisk doesn't agree with others that say the experts can't know how people will act. In fact, she said that they put them through an extensive psychological test, and she believed they knowingly matched her with someone that would hurt her. Luke Cocurillo was one of those all-time worst husbands on the show, and according to the fans and MAFS viewers believe that it would have been near impossible to miss the signs of an abuser. And some fans say that he may have acted like that because the experts didn't match him with his type. And so Married at First Sight watchers say it doesn't matter if Kate Sisk was Luke Cocurillo's type. Even if he didn't feel an attraction to Kate, he didn't have to make her life on the show miserable. And so it ends with Kate Sisk and Luke Cocurillo continued to spend time together in the bedroom throughout their marriage. And Luke said that he hated hurting Kate, but she said she wouldn't believe anything he said. Finally, Luke Cocurillo said he didn't know how he felt about anything. And so viewers of the first Married at First Sight said that Luke might be the worst husband on the show, and Kate definitely agrees that Luke Cocurillo shouldn't have been her match. Many people said they couldn't take Luke seriously because of how many times he changed up what he said. And so I want to focus on something that was said by her. There was a picture of her tweet, which has now been since deleted, but Soap Dirt had the picture of it. I want to say this, this is, it's not for the faint-hearted, so you got to know what you're signing up to. And, the words, the devil is in the details, is really telling at this moment, because the devil in the details really signifies that you should read every single print. And the reason why is because the devil, the catch-22, is in the details. And what that means, in a sense, is that, we have a saying that, the devil gives, but he takes. Right? He gives, but he takes. So he gives you something to take. So he wants you to take the deal, but he's going to have a back pocket strategy to take from you more than he gave you. And so these shows can be a sign of those things happening. People go on a show hoping that they will get the perfect partner, but it seems that the show itself, the TV show itself, is seemingly matching people for ratings, for viewership, you know, to get the most crazy storylines, to get an audience hooked and addicted. And so at the expense of the characters on the actual show. So the likes of Kate and Mecca and Michael and Taylor and Brandon, you know, that's why Brandon was kind of saying, you guys know what you're doing. Sometimes they are choosing people that will definitely not work for that person. Really? You know, and we found out from another video that we did last time is that that Dr. Viviana confirmed that the experts have the final say, you know. So who has the final say? It's not Jehovah on this one. It is the experts. And so they have a responsibility and the power to create better marriages. So if they're telling us that Luke and Kate seemingly look like a great couple when they have vast information through questionnaires, as Kate was saying, then evidently it's obvious that Paige and Chris being put together now seems like a ploy for viewership. Oh, this guy comes with all the most craziness, because not only is his character in question, but also his lifestyle. Quite recently, I've seen that obviously his Subway has been closed due to obviously COVID, which again, I mean, even good businesses fail in these times and seasons. But you know, the fact that he has a kid now on the way, like the ex situation, the recent engagement, there was just a few alarm bells that were really ringing, and that there's no excuse for something that we're seeing. So I really think that it's important to be honest, intellectually honest, that there is more than likely some fiddling that's going on with the TV show. But this is something that you're willing to take. The £100,000 to be on a show to get married is not free. It comes with, instructions of what you will be doing to make them money. Okay, so it's just whether you are one of the lucky people or the grace. So when we said that, when obviously we heard Paige say the Holy Spirit led her there, well, now we're going to have to think to ourselves: did the Holy Spirit lead you there, or did the money lead you there? You see, so sometimes we're saying that God led us somewhere when really God hasn't led us anywhere. He hasn't said anything. Okay, and so this is going to be a really good lesson for Paige. Okay, to really just sit down, take stock of her decision at the moment. And so it kind of gives me a little bit of an idea that potentially this is why the friends maybe didn't go so hard, and maybe Paige was aware. A bit more aware than maybe we know, and maybe the friends didn't also want to shag the £100,000 by telling her, listen, don't marry this guy, you know, because it is a business at the end of the day. And so this is the rules that we are playing by. And again, I want to point out, I don't think it's a black thing. That these guys are shagging everybody, okay, and they are consistent with it. They are not choosing black, white. They're choosing. Anybody can get it. Anybody can get a poor matchup. And I think we have to be very honest with ourselves. We got to be ready every season that there are going to be people that they're going to pit together which are just not going to work. Saying that, we understand that matchmaking isn't it's not perfect. But just some of the people that are matched, you really ask yourself, why would you think they would get together and work? Why do you think opposites are going to attract here? Please choose people with similar hobbies and interests. Please do. Please do. Like, do you know what I mean? So I can see why Paige and Chris were kind of put together, but his background alone should have told us this guy is not the right guy, you know. And so we're praying for Paige, but hopefully she'll take this as a lesson that in the future, you know, you don't want to leave fate in the hands of someone else, you know, when you can control it. So yeah. I guess that Paige doesn't want £100,000 debt, I guess, or depending on what contract she signed, it might be less, it might be more. She doesn't want that kind of debt on her neck, so she's got to stick it out to the 8 weeks. We will see her at the end, which is why I'm guessing that first week when we saw her come on a shot, she was fed up. She knew that she's done already. Maybe that's what we saw. I don't know. I'm hoping that's what she saw. I'm hoping that's how she feels. I'm hoping that is her sentiment. But I cannot guarantee it. So, guys, let us know your thoughts. What do you think? Is the money talking the loudest? You know what I'm saying? Like, Oh, wow. I don't know. But, you know, guys, let us know down below in the comment section your thoughts and your feelings about this topic. 100 grand, you know, it's not a cheap thing, you know. 100 grand. It's not a small thing at all. Appreciate it, guys. Stay locked and stay loaded.